Welcome to Pierce and Bryson. Today you will learn why banks are one of the most profitable businesses in the world. Pierce and Bryson will share the fractional reserve banking strategy. The amount of deposits that a bank must keep in reserve is determined by a reserve requirement set by the central bank of the country where the bank operates. For example, if a bank has a reserve requirement of 10% and receives a deposit of $1,000, it would keep $100, 10% of $1,000, in reserve and lend out the remaining $900. The borrower who receives the $900 can use it to make purchases, which will eventually be deposited into another bank, and the cycle continues. The bank earns interest on the loans it makes, which is how it generates revenue. However, there is also a risk that some borrowers may default on their loans, which could lead to a loss for the bank. Fractional reserve banking allows banks to create money, since the money they lend out is effectively new money in circulation. It also makes the banking system more efficient by allowing banks to lend out more money than they hold in reserve, which increases the amount of credit available to borrowers. However, it also increases the risk of bank runs and financial instability, since a large number of depositors could demand their money back at the same time, which would be difficult for the bank to fulfill if it has lent out most of its deposits. Banks make money by charging interest on the loans they make, and the interest rates they charge are typically higher than the interest rates they pay on deposits. This difference between the interest rates is known as the net interest margin, and it is one of the main ways that banks generate revenue. So, while banks do not loan out customers' deposits directly, they do use those deposits to make loans and investments that generate revenue for the bank. This process is known as fractional reserve banking, where banks are required to hold only a fraction of the deposits as reserves and can use the rest to make loans and investments. Thank you for learning with us today. You can find Pierce and Bryson on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and our website piercebryson.com.